Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Abdurrahman and welcome back to my weekly analysis of the games that I play. In this week we played against a team named Bika. It's an international team. They were in Greece for the World Championship. So today I played against Fathi Mabruk. Oh, also a status update. We got qualified to the qualifier to qualify for the tournament in National B. This is my team. We won with 10 points, clear ahead, 3 points clear of third place. Okay. So in this game, I was playing against. Let me see. Yeah, this game I played against 2000 rated player. He was semi-retired. He does not play professionally anymore, but nonetheless, he's a good player. I started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6, and then bishop b5. I used to play d4 back not long ago, short ago, with the Scotch, but bishop b5 also piqued my interest. I was watching a video of a grandmaster. He was analyzing only the moves bishop b7, bishop d6, and bishop c5, and knight d4. But as you can see from the master's database, bishop b4 is the main line, and I did not prepare it. Okay, so I thought this was a mistake in the game, but so I tried to punish it with knight d5, but it's useless. Okay, so he went back bishop b7. I played castles. He cannot take on e4 because of rook e1, knight e6, bishop takes, queen e7, and rook e5. He has to take with the king, but his position is just terrible. So he cannot take on e4. He castled, I castled, and then I played c3. Apparently, knight takes e7 was a better try with d3 and knight takes e5. Okay, nonetheless, I played c3 thinking he won't take on e4 because let's say rook e1, knight d6, bishop c6, d6, knight e5, queen e5, rook e5, or what happened in the game, knight f6, knight e7, queen e7, bishop c6, and knight e5. Okay, I think a better try was here, knight takes e7, or I think a game was played in this line. Let me see how to follow. He played knight e7, queen e7. Yeah, with d3. What? Okay. But then this move order. Okay, rook e1. Okay, let's just say I forgot about it. Okay. I played knight takes e5 because the tempo with rook takes e5 is just not important. He will go queen d6 and bishop g4. I played knight takes e5 to get my knight out of this annoying pin and putting my piece in the center. Bishop b6, sometimes the threat is stronger than the execution. Here I'm threatening knight c6, knight g6, sometimes d4, bishop f4, and then moving the knight. Okay, he prevented it. He blocked the attack with bishop b6. I played d4, and here I thought I was calculating c5. To that I would have played bishop g5 with queen f3 and ruining his pawn structure. Although I will get an isolated pawn, but I have the open files for it. Okay, he played knight d7, and here it's an important move for me because it keeps winning chances and retreating moves are always the hardest. Okay, it's a matter of I knew I had the advantage in this position, although it is a minuscule advantage, but I did have the advantage. If I trade, it's just an opposite color bishop middle game with he has the outpost on d5. Surely he is better, and I'm not. If I play f4, he will just take, and blockade me on the dark squares. He can even chip the structure with f6. And lastly, like bishop f4, to that I will he would have played, yeah, queen f6, just getting a tempo, and then knight takes c5 with normal play, not serious advantage nor clear advantage. Okay, here I played knight d3. Okay, the most obvious thing, c5 is met by d5. Just the bishop is pinned and it will be lost. And it's just that I get away from the trade because that trade only favors him, and I'm staying flexible with knight d3. He cannot go c5. He has to keep improving his position. Rook e8. I played bishop f4, attacking the c7 pawn. Here I was calculating knight b6 to get advantage of the light squares with a5, a4, and parking a knight on c5 or c4. A sample line like knight c5, knight d5, bishop g3, and b6. But yeah, this position, I know it's quite good for me with h3, queen d2, rook d1, b3. But I did not see a clear advantage. Maybe you guys see it, I don't know. Okay, I did not go this way. I played bishop before he went knight f8. And here I uh, I played the move that I think won me the game. It's quite simple, but here in this position, black is just having a fortress. And I'm sorry, this move really showcased the weakness of the black position. He does not have any moves. His structure seems to be compact, but it quite isn't. I played the prophylactic move bishop g3. It's a prophylactic move against knight g6 and a lot of other moves against queen f6, the tempo, although the c7 pawn is hanging, but let's just ignore that for a moment, and a lot of other moves. Um, like the most straightforward plan is like, I don't know, knight c5, b6, knight a6 to attack the pawn, and with rook c8. Excuse me. Which transposes in the game, but I had a better position in the game. With the bishop on g3, he played rook d8. I literally invoked a weakness. Here, I calculated two moves. I ended up playing knight c5, by the way. He cannot, the most obvious thing is he cannot take because I'm up a rook for a knight. Okay, here I calculated queen a4 with a6, queen a5, attacking the c7 pawn, rook c8, knight. I cannot play knight c5 because of b6. So what about knight c5 here? I thought of b6, knight e6, knight e6, and queen takes c6. Apparently, I rejected this in the game. I do not, for the life of me, I do not know why. I probably had misjudged the position or just was scared of tactics like knight takes d4. But here, just I saw this in the game. Yeah, queen takes c8. If he takes with the queen, I just take back. If he takes with the rook, takes. I'm up a piece. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, going back. Okay, I play. Yeah, queen a4, a6, and knight c5, b6, 96, 96, and queen c6. Yeah, I did not evaluate this in this. I did not evaluate this position correctly. I do not know why. I thought this was holding for him, but I'm just a clear pawn up. Okay. So I calculated all these lines, but I just started with knight c5 with the idea after b6, knight a6, parking my knight on the edge of the board with only one purpose in mind. attacking the c7 pawn. Okay, the first thing to see is what about rook d7? Then I have queen a4 with the idea of if he breaks out with c5, he just makes his pawn structure miserable, and I have a third attacking piece aimed at the c7 pawn. Okay, so he cannot go rook d7. The only move to defend this pawn is rook c8. I played c4. You cannot judge me for it. I will show you guys why. Instead, queen a4, queen d7, and the engine suggests a move h4. You will guys see this crazy engine line which I did not even see in this game. Okay, so in the game I was only focused on this board, on this part of the board. I did not even see or expect a move from the other side, but that's this the strength of the engine. It works on both sides and it provokes weaknesses on both sides because as the Botvinnik school of thought, you cannot make win a game with one weakness. You have to create another weakness. Okay, so the line goes knight g6, h5, knight e7, h6, g6, and then the pawn sacrifice d5. I do not know. I did not even calculate. So after bishop d5, I do not know what happens, and I surely do not care what happens. But here is just the engine line. Okay, knight takes d5, c4, knight f6, bringing the other rook in the game. Queen e7. Okay, I'm sorry. If queen e7, then there is the immortal plane with bishop h4. So he has to play bishop f5 with the idea if I take the queen, he has takes, king h2, and then takes with the bishop or the knight, getting two pieces for queen. Here, white plays bishop e5, queen e7, knight takes e7, rook takes e7, bishop f6. If he takes with the queen, that's a free rook. So he has to sacrifice the queen for two rooks. And yeah, this position is just crazy. Crazy material imbalance, and I surely did not see this line in any shape or form. He's just up a pawn in this position. Okay, back to the game. Knight a6. Here I played c4. Okay, I calculated the line with queen d7. As you're going, queen d7 is forced because I'm threatening d5. Played queen d7, and here I played b3, defending my c4 pawn. And here I was thinking of rook d8, sacrificing the d4 pawn, queen f3, and after queen takes d4, queen c6. I'm also changing with my queen, take on a7, take on c7. Life is good. Um, okay. Here apparently the engine gives bishop g4 with the idea of queen e4, bishop f5, knight g6, queen f3, bishop. Yeah, just what do I say it? Yeah, just I'm moving back and forth. Okay. Um, yeah. So that was my idea, but he did not greed for this pawn because he's obviously a good player. He played f6, making a square for his bishop so he can get his knight out. I played queen f3 nonetheless, sacrificing the d4 pawn. He still did not take it. He played bishop f7. And here I was forced with a choice. Do I trade the rooks or do I take the pawn or do I defend the pawn? And how do I defend the pawn? Okay, let's just say rook a d1. Here, he can still take on d4 because after rook takes, he has rook takes. He's just up a pawn. Okay, knight c7, rook e7, and then I have to play knight a6. Here, I saw this position. However, it was not clear to me who has the advantage, and how it is my advantage. How do I capitalize on it? Um, yeah, I did not evaluate that position correctly. And after rook takes c8, let's say bishop takes c8, he is cramped in space, and the saying goes that when somebody is cramped in space, you do not play trade pieces because you have the space advantage. So I played rook ed1. You can say that's a theme in my games. Declining rook trades. Okay, he played bishop g6, passing the move h3, defending my back rank, which was illustrated a move ago. He played bishop e4. I do not know what that move indicates, but he's just gaining time. He played back bishop g6, offering me a draw. However, my team was in a bad state. It was losing, I think. So I just continued with normal moves, rook ac1. He has to come up with a plan because his position is terrible. He has a lack of space, and his knight cannot join the game. He has the c7 weakness. So he played rook e4, attacking the d4 pawn, threatening to come in with the knight. I played knight b4, which is just a mistake. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys why immediately because of a5. Yeah, if I go knight d3, he just takes the pawn. So that's a no-no. And then I am forced to come back. Okay. I think a better move was what did I say in my analysis? Okay, what does the answer say? Yeah, just immediately d5. And after h6, I think c5. No, yeah, a4. Okay, okay. I'm gonna turn off the engine. Here I thought of the plan a4, a5, a takes on b6. However, I think that c it just solves black's problems with c takes on b6. Yeah, I was just in a lack of plan in this position. I did not know what I'm doing. I did not know um my plans moving forward because his position is just compact. He does not have nearly any weaknesses. So I played knight b4, a5, knight a6, and here, yeah, he made a mistake. If he just went on with his position with like h6 or king h8 or just, I do not know, bishop f5, queen f7, his position will be quite good. In this position, he played rook a8, which is a big mistake. I thought of, I thought I blundered in this position after a5, and I went back knight a6 because I gave him the free hand, the free move, the free tempo, knight e6. But the engine gives this crazy line: d5, knight f4, bishop takes, rook takes, and now c5, breaking open his position. Because after c takes on d5, I have c takes on b6. He cannot take, of course, because his rook is hanging, and I'm just one move away from promotion. If he takes the pawn, I think I take, and now take with the knight, evacuating my knight into freedom, and I have the two open files. The more compact structure, look at his pawns. His pawns are widespread, so I'm surely better in this position. Yeah, c5 is just way too good of a move. And if b5, I just have d takes, queen takes, and I think queen a5. Because after rook a6, I think queen c7, yeah. If he takes with the queen, I think I have rook d7 infiltrating, or rook d8. And if he takes with the rook, that's just, I think, a piece with queen f4. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm threatening here queen f4, so he cannot do that. Okay. Yeah, c5 was just too good of a move. I did not see that. So I think that's why he did not go knight e6 in this position. He played rook a8. That's why I did not. I think he did not play knight e6. I think he saw that, or I do not know what happened. He played rook a8, giving me the c7 pawn to trap my knight, but my knight was already trapped. I did not know. I think that was a panic. Here I played d5 with the idea of creating a pass pawn on d6, but c5 was just a better try because of rook c7, bishop c7, queen c7, cb6, queen b6, and queen c6. Immediately taking a pawn, I have a pass pawn. I will take the other pawn, and I have two pass pawns, completely winning. Queen c6, rook e2. Yeah, rook a1 is just a move, but d5 is just I go. Okay. But I played d5 in this position, d6, creating a pass pawn. And here, surprisingly, uh, I do not have that much of an advantage. Although I'm up two pieces for a rook and a pass pawn, I do not have that much of an advantage. Here I played c5, sensing the urgency of this position. I have to do something right now. Okay, he played bishop e8. It's a passive move. Apparently bishop f7 was better. I do not understand the differences. I think he's just blockading the d5 pawn preemptively. Okay. He played bishop e8. I played rook e1. Precisely uh, taking the open file for me. He played bishop f7. I think he understood the idea of bishop d5. Here I played rook e7 infiltrating, and he played bishop d5. And I blundered again with rook a7. Okay, here knight e6 just solves all his problems. I think what what is the engine saying? Yeah, I think knight e6. No, he played knight e6. Okay, but dc5, queen c5, and knight e6. Yeah, just solves all his problems immediately because of he's defending the d. If I go queen a3, just defending a mere pawn. He's just gonna go f5, queen g5, and infiltrating. And his queen is quite safe. He can hide on g6. The pieces are compact. Okay, are holding each other with too much threats. With knight f4, knight takes e3. Okay, let's just give a sample line. Rook a5, queen g5, rook a1. Here, if I go greedily with queen a7, I'm just losing because of here, queen g2, checkmate. Okay, this has not happened in the game, thankfully. He played knight e6. I took, and I took queen takes a5. It was a brazen decision. And all the other, I calculated up to the final position because it was an important position. Here I played queen d5, allowing his queen to get active because here my queen was guarding all the infiltration squares. However, I calculated the line queen a5, queen d4, d7, check, check, g3, h5, giving a lift for his king. I promote. I play queen c7, which is a precise move, not queen e7, as you guys are going to see. Queen c7, f4. But Abdurrahman, aren't you like opening up your king? You guys will see. I'm threatening here checkmate. He has to move to these two squares. Queen g6. The engine gives it a question mark. However, queen h6 is just as depressing. I'm just completely winning in this position. He played queen g6, and here I play f5. He cannot take, of course, because that is checkmate. Played queen g5, and then I play queen f4, forcing the queen trade. And here I'm just completely winning. I have two pass pawns and a completely winning position. Yeah, so this is the game that I played. I'm very proud of this game, guys. Mm, if I have to highlight one key moment, I think it's just the prophylactic move, bishop g3. Yeah, this move just shows class. I do not. I think I'm fanboying over myself a lot here, but yeah, if there are any good chess players out there, you guys can understand this move, bishop g3, seemingly out of nowhere, moving your bishop to a defended square and handing the turn to your opponent. Um, yeah, this is the game that I'll show you guys, and stay tuned for the next video. Goodbye.